Yo guys, before the video start, I want to say there's a $50 giveaway going on right now for decantboutique.com. If you want to win some free decants, all you have to do is leave a like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Thank you so much and hope you guys have a happy holiday.
It's finally time, guys. After 2 years of reviewing fragrances, I've not made a most complimented fragrance list ever, not even once. And it's time for me to cave in. Now, in honor of this special occasion, this is not the most complimented list of 2018, not 2017, not 2016, but this is the most complimented fragrance list of all time. Throughout my 5 years of wearing fragrances, these 10 fragrances have given me the most compliments. Alright, without further ado, let's jump right in. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have the top 10 most complimented fragrance of all time in my whole entire collection. I started wearing fragrances back in 2013, now 2018, jumping into 2019. I've been wearing fragrances for at least 5 years now, and these 10 have gotten me the most compliment ever. Now before I start this video, I have to say compliments are very personal. Some fragrances for me got me a lot more compliments simply because I wore it a lot more, okay guys? Just because a fragrance is held to be mass appealing doesn't mean it will make it into my most complimented list. I have to wear it a lot, I have to really like it, and yeah, again, compliments are very personal. These are just the 10 fragrances that work for me, so please test out these fragrances before you decide to purchase them to see if they work for you. Alright, number 10 spot, we have one of the fragrances that I love wearing to house parties. This one has gotten me consistent compliments at house parties. Wanted. Now this is a beast, a gem of a fragrance, a much needed improvement to the Invictus DNA. This does have an Invictus vibe, but at the top of this is the lemon and the ginger that really sets it apart. This thing is a powerhouse, strong fragrance, smells so good. One spray is all you need of this fragrance ever. You never need more, and most of the time I wear this to the house parties, again, I do get really nice compliments. I've only got one negative feedback from this fragrance so far, and that's when a person said it smells kind of like a lemon floor cleaner. That's the only bad compliment that I got, but other than that, this thing is a compliment magnet. It just smells really good, very youthful, very strong. Anyone can really wear this, not youthful in terms of high school, but youthful in terms of college age and plus. Oh, it smells so good. I love this fragrance to death. If you love going to house parties, if you love clubbing, this is one of the best for you. Alright, number 9 spot. Number 9 spot got just a little bit more compliments than the number 10 spot. This one is called AQVA AMARA. Now I wear this one to work. I wear this one to work when I used to live back in Alaska a lot, and I've gotten really good compliment at work with this one. You guys all know this is my most favorite citrus designer fragrance of all time. Very brutally strong citrus fragrance, extremely masculine as well. Cheap price at $30, but it will go up since it's discontinued now. Please grab yourself a bottle before it goes out. I do have backups of this fragrance. The only fragrance ever that I do have backup bottles for, and it smells completely gorgeous. Perfection. Perfection. I don't like aquatic fragrances all too much. I don't really care much for citrus fragrances, but this one is a beast. Check this one out, guys. AQVA AMARA by BVLGARI. Moving on, we have the number 8 spot, and this one is called BLEU de Chanel Eau de Parfum. Now, when I used to wear this a lot, this is a fragrance that almost never fails to get a compliment. 9 times out of 10 that I wear BLEU Chanel back in the day, this one will get compliments. It's just the DNA, man. It's the BLEU Chanel DNA. It's just really mass appealing. You can't fight the DNA of BLEU Chanel. Now, I don't wear it so often anymore. That's why it gotten really low amount of compliments lately, because I haven't really been wearing it. But I'm sure if I've worn this consistently, this would make it into the top 5. But the smell, again, is really mass appealing. It will get you compliments if people are close to you. Be warned though that this is quite a popular DNA. You will smell quite familiar to some people, and that's just a little con that comes with this fragrance. But there's no doubt about it, this is one of the most mass appealing fragrance ever from Chanel. BLEU Chanel EDP, my number 8 most complimented fragrance of all time. Moving on, we have the number 7 spot, and this one is from ARMANI. This one is ARMANI code PROFUMO. This thing is gorgeous tonka bean fragrance. One of the most gorgeous tonka bean fragrance that I've ever smelled. I love the original code as well. The original code, also one of the most complimented fragrance of all time, actually tying with this one. So ding, code, honorable mention to ARMANI code original, okay? Also, number 7 spot. This one is the true number 7 spot because I still own it. ARMANI code Profumo. Wear this in the winter time, wear this to clubbing, wear this to nights out. Those are the best occasion to wear this. From my personal experience, you do get really nice sweet tonka bean cloud. It's tonka bean mixed with original code DNA. It smells very good. Quite basic if you have a lot of niche fragrances or you have a lot of fragrances in your collection already. But if you want to own very little fragrances, you want a smaller collection, this is one that I feel that every man should have in their staple winter collection. It just smells really good. It's a nice easy dumb reach and it gets me a lot of confidence. Alright guys, number 7 spot, Armani Code Profumo. Just barely missing the number 5 spot, we have a niche fragrance. This one is called Silver Mountain Water by Creed. This one is one I wore a lot back in 2016 and 2017. This was my signature scent back in the day, and that's why it gets a lot of compliments. It just smells really good. It just smells completely very pleasant. Now I heard the new batches of this though does not project as well. This is an older batch for me. I bought this quite some time ago, so it does project quite well for me. I can't vouch for a newer batch though, so I have to test that out and tell you guys about it later. This thing again is my signature scent. I wear this completely anytime, any season, summer, spring, fall, winter. This works in every single occasion possible. I have never gotten one negative reaction from this fragrance. I have never gotten one neutral reaction from this fragrance as well. Every time someone smells this fragrance off me, or I've had someone smell this fragrance, they all really like it or love it. This is just a very safe fragrance again to wear. Really nice compliment getter from the House of Creed. Barely making it to the number 5 spot, sadly. Number 6, Silver Mountain Water by Creed. Now it's time for the heavy hitters, the top 5. Now breaking in the top 5 spot, we have a legendary iris fragrance. This one is Valentino UOMO Intense. Now, I've owned this for only 2 years. For only 2 years, it's already breaking into the number 5 spot. This smells amazing, and this thing has gotten me my most compliment ever when it comes to nights out occasion. I wore this mainly when I go to bonfires and nights out back when I was in Alaska, and it got me the most world record compliment in one night. I didn't count how many compliments that day because I just gotten so many. So the stories of this fragrance on those days would be, I have a message saying there's a bonfire, I wear this fragrance, I jump in the car, and already in the car 2 or 3 people in the same car as me would give me a compliment already. Almost every time I jump into the car with this fragrance, I would get a compliment during those times. And when I'm at the bonfire, I'm walking around, I'm drinking, I'm having fun, I'm socializing, this thing just works super well. In the cold air of Alaska, this thing cuts everything like butter. It smells really good. Everyone smelled it. A lot of people really loved it. No one gave me any negative reaction. A lot of people actually asked me as well what I wore that day, and this thing just has so many good memories for me. I love this fragrance a lot. Valentino UOMO Intense, guys. If you have not checked this one out yet, you really should, especially if you live in cold weather condition. This is a perfect scent, perfect scent. Best for nights out or any time in a heavy duty winter time, okay? Valentino UOMO Intense, number 5. Next fragrance, guys, number 4 spot, we have another Creed fragrance, but this one is a mixed reaction fragrance. It got me a lot of compliments, but it got me a lot of negative reaction as well. This one, if you guys know on my channel, this one is called Creed AVENTUS. This thing has got me some of the most compliment ever, but negative reaction follows as well. Sometimes this works on my skin, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm not gonna knock it. It does get me a lot of compliments. Now the times I wear this fragrance is pretty much anytime I feel like smelling like AVENTUS. It's a signature fragrance. You can wear this anytime you want, and the most compliment I actually ever got out of this was anytime I wear it to nights out. Any nights out occasion when I'm drinking with friends, I'm dancing with girls. This is a fragrance that just works really well on those occasions, okay? Now I've found that this is really potent off my skin, extremely potent. I do wear only 1 or 2 sprays of this at a time. I would not dare wear anymore, and I would start to get a lot more negative reaction. And yeah, only 1 or 2 sprays with this. And this is, if you guys want to know, since it is AVENTUS, I have to say the batch code. This is a 15X01. This is my batch is 15X01. I don't have the new one, so this batch gets me a lot of compliments. I can't vouch for any other batch. This is actually a problem with AVENTUS. I'm really quite annoyed by the batch variation. I hope that Creed AVENTUS gets a lot of compliments for you guys. This one does for me, and the batch again is 15X01. Top 3 fragrance now. The top 3 are fragrances that I wore the most out of my years of wearing fragrances, and have gotten me just ridiculous amount of compliments. Now breaking in at number 3 spot, only number 3 spot. This one is my favorite designer fragrance currently. This thing is Allure Homme Sport Oh, extreme. This almost never fails to get me a compliment. Almost never fail. I wear 3 to 4 sprays of this fragrance at a time. Again, 9 out of 10 times I wear this fragrance, I will get a compliment. There's almost no doubt about it. God, it smells so confident, so strong. The most compliment that comes from this fragrance will come around a 2 to 3 hour mark for me. After that, the projection of this slowly dies down. So you wear this fragrance in the first 2 to 3 hours in any crowd type of field, nights out, club, bars, whatever, or maybe even house parties. This one will work really well for you. It will get you some compliments. People will be able to smell you really well. Now, this is another fragrance that I've never gotten any negative reaction from. A lot of people who smell this actually really like it. I don't think I ever got someone say, oh, it's okay. Oh, I just like it. None of that ever. This thing always gets massive love. So one of my most favorite dumb reach fragrances of all time, actually my favorite fragrance to wear ever in the whole collection that I have. Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme, guys. Check this one out. If you haven't yet, you're really missing out. This is number 3. Number 2 spot, we have the last niche fragrance on this list. This one is Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. A lot of you guys might not believe me when I say this, but this have gotten me so many compliments at work. This is my number 1 most complimented work fragrance. This is also my number 1 most complimented winter fragrance of all time. One spray of this would have the potential of getting you compliments, and the reason for me that this one gets so many compliments is because it is so strong. There's no chance at all that people will not smell this off you. There's 0 chance. I once had a Lucky Scent sample, a little 1 ml Lucky Scent sample that comes with a little swiping thing. I swiped this fragrance on my finger. I went to the bank that day, and the lady who's standing behind me gave me a compliment, and I wasn't wearing anything that day. And I asked her to smell the fragrance that was on my hand to make sure that it was this one. She smelled it and she said yes. She said it is this smell. It is so strong that one swipe on your finger would give you a compliment. It gave me a compliment, okay? And every time I wear it to work, every single time I wear this to work, I got a compliment. It's almost, I expect it. It's actually almost a goal of mine to get at least 2 compliments with this fragrance. I challenged myself to get at least 2 compliments with this fragrance at work, because every time I wear it, I get at least 1. If I get 2 that day, I complete my mission, but I always get at least 1. Number 1 spot, guys. This one is the cheapest fragrance on this list, but have gotten me legendary amount of compliments. There's no competition at all when it comes to compliments. This one is undoubtedly number 1 spot, and it is again the cheapest one on this list. This one is called Halloween Man by Jesus Del Pozo. You can grab this for $20 to $30 and it just works. It's one of those fragrances that just works every time. I wore this a lot when I was in college. I go clubbing, I go to class, I go everywhere with this fragrance. This is my most favorite signature fragrance back in the days 2013, 14, and 15. And this one has always gotten me really good compliments, because when I was in college, I loved to go to clubs a lot. I go almost every day. I was a really bad kid. And I wear this fragrance 9 times out of 10. I love dancing with girls, and the majority of girls that I dance with, if they weren't too drunk to smell me, they would give me a compliment with this one. It is just amazing. All my friends in college really loved it. They all asked me where I got it from. It's just amazing. It just works, especially if you're in high school or college. This is my most highly recommended fragrance ever. If you love compliments, you will get it with this one. Okay guys, I did not count how many compliments I got with this, because it's just leagues above all the fragrances on this list, because I wore this so much throughout the first year that I was wearing fragrances, and it's just mind-blowing. It's completely mind-blowing. This is the most confident fragrance ever when I was in college, and although I don't wear it nearly enough anymore, none of the fragrances that I've gotten recently have touched the amount of compliments that this thing has ever given me. Okay guys, my most complimented fragrance of all time throughout my entire career of wearing fragrances, Halloween Man by Jesus Del Pozo. Also, again, the cheapest one on this list. Alright guys, that's it for my most complimented fragrances of all time. Thank you so much for watching. I will do a 2018 list coming in January, so stay tuned for January. I'll make a really nice updated list for 2018 only. Most complimented fragrance that I wore in 2018. No fragrances that I wore before. Okay guys? And with that said guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave down in the comment section below which fragrance gotten you the most compliment ever in your whole entire life of wearing fragrances. And with that said guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out and bye.